I'm Aisha. You can now watch UCFTV 24 hours a day on Bright House Digital Channel 1.
Coming up next on UCF Sports Night, it's our end of the fall review show. We'll pay tribute to the seniors who finished their black and gold careers this semester. And we'll visit with Athletic Director Keith Tribble to get his impressions of the fall. All that plus our Sports Night highlight right now on UCF Sports Night.
UCF Sports Night is brought to you by UCFTV. Today's show is also presented in part by Budweiser, the perfect balance of flavor and refreshment. Open up a world of taste. By the energy-saving conservation programs of TECO People's Gas. And by CENTEX Homes, proud to support UCF Athletics.
Hello and welcome once again to UCF Sports Night. I'm Jeff Sharon. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a special edition of our show. It is our fall review show. We'll get to more of that in a moment, but first, let's take a look back at the week that was in UCF athletics. Only one event on campus involving the men's basketball team, as they took on a team that had already beaten them once when they were on the road earlier this year, Valparaiso. The Knights fell to the Crusaders in Indiana more than a month ago, but it was a chance for revenge at the Dungeon, and UCF took advantage. The Knights started the game on a 10-2 run and never looked back. Leading the way was Jermaine Taylor, who was on fire, especially from deep. He hit 7 of his 10 shots, including 6 of 8 from beyond the arc, and finished with a game-high 21 points. Also in double figures, Isaac Sosa, who was a perfect 4 for 4 from three-point range and finished with 15 points. But the play of the night came from Tony Davis. Here with the huge follow-up jam off the Sosa miss, UCF shoots an incredible 63% from the field, the 7th highest single-game mark in school history, and they get the win by 25 points.
Each of us, we really know our roles now, I think. And we have to, every practice, it seems like we're getting better. And every time out, each game, like you guys said, it looks like we're getting better. But I think that's just a thing to do with comfort. I think we're getting really comfortable with the system and everything.
And as always, for more information on all UCF sports, all you have to do is log on to www.ucfathletics.com, your home for UCF sports 24/7. Stick around. Coming up next here on our fall review edition of UCF Sports Night, we pay tribute to the UCF seniors who finished their careers this semester. All that and more when UCF Sports Night returns. Fans joined the men's basketball team Saturday, January 10th for their Conference USA opener against last year's NCAA runners-up, the Memphis Tigers. Tip-off is at 5 p.m. at UCF Arena, and tickets are still available by calling 407-UCF-1000 or by logging on to UCFathletics.com.
It's not about hard work. That's a given. It's not about dedication. We've got that too. No single player will do it alone.
Spring it. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together!
But when we pull it together, we all rise. UCF women's basketball, together on the rise.
Greatness doesn't care how early it is or how late. Greatness doesn't care if anyone's watching. Greatness doesn't care about your clothes, your hair, or your music. The only thing greatness cares about is getting an opportunity. Where will you get yours? At UCF, we believe no dream is too big and no goal out of reach. On the fields, the courts, and in the classrooms, UCF stands for opportunity.
This is Conference USA, home to student athletes that take pride in their communities. Their college experience is not only how they contribute on the playing field, but the contributions they make where they live. Conference USA student athletes believe in the privilege of helping those in need and the dignity in bringing a community together. They become doctors and bankers and teachers, but not before they become leaders and citizens. This is Conference USA. Community service lives here.
Welcome back to the fall review edition of UCF Sports Night. 20 seniors participated in their final action as UCF Knights this past fall, and each of them made their own special contributions to the program in their own special ways. We're going to pay tribute to them right here on this show. We've got a little bit of help from the local band Million Year Echo with their song When I Was Young. Here now our senior tribute in our Sports Night Spotlight.
Extra glass, spinning up both eyes, magnified chances, living for time, but nothing helps me quite as much as you know. But who are you? And am I still seeing into your eyes? Send me on my way. Back when I was young. Shadow overhead, the flash that chases my memory well. I wish I could remember things when I was young. But who are you? When I staring straight into your eyes, will send me on my way. Back when I was young.
And congratulations to all of those seniors. They will all be missed. Stick around. Coming up next year on UCF Sports Night, we get a visit from UCF's Athletic Director. It's a special edition of Knights Talk with Keith Tribble when we return. Fans, give the gift of college hoops this holiday with the Outback Steakhouse 4-pack from UCF men's basketball. You can get tickets to 4 huge conference games against Memphis, SMU, Houston, and East Carolina, a Nightmare t-shirt, and an Outback gift card, all for just $50. To order, call 407-UCF-1000 or visit UCFathletics.com.
Gives it to Jermaine Taylor for 3. Bullseye! Jermaine Taylor! Dunk by Jermaine Taylor! Even on the baseline, the alley-oop! Wow! And Lonnie comes in with 2 ahead, gets the layup and rolls.
This is Conference USA, home to smart athletes and strong students. Conference USA student athletes rank among the nation's best in academic performance. We boast 115 academic All-American selections, 15,000 Commissioner's Honor Roll recipients, and 2,000 academic medalists. Our student athletes are students first, but competitive on and off the field. This is Conference USA. Student athletes live here.
Welcome back to UCF Sports Night. What a fall we had here at UCF. And joining me now to take a look back at the fall season in a special edition of Night's Talk is Athletic Director Keith Tribble. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Let's take a look back at these fall sports, and we had a great fall season. Volleyball first. Tell us your impressions of the improvement that the program has made in its first year under Todd Dagenet.
Well, you know, we're so excited about what Todd and the team has accomplished this past year. When I hired Todd, I guess last spring, he was an assistant coach at USC, very successful there, and had made a number of stops in other places, and came in with the kind of fire and vigor that you know, we wanted in a volleyball coach. So it was a pleasant surprise to see how well our volleyball team did this past year, but it was something that I didn't, you know, wasn't completely surprised because I knew the kind of guy that Todd would be. The team responded to him well, and you know, they went on to have one of the best seasons they've had since 2003. So I think the future is just bright for the volleyball team. He's recruited very well. He and his staff have recruited very well. And he's looking forward to starting all over again, to get into practice, preseason practice, and to get the season started next year.
That infectious enthusiasm, I think, is what you're talking about.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
And first academic All-American in the history of the UCF volleyball program, too.
You know, he told me that. He said that in all the years that he's been around volleyball, he's never had one that, you know, even on the teams he was in. And so he was excited about that. And of course, anytime you look at, you know, what we're trying to do here, you know, academics is very important. And to have the first time, you know, all-academic, all-American is very rewarding for the program and also for this institution.
Let's move on to women's soccer. They had another successful season under head coach Amanda Cromwell. Tell me about how remarkable the consistency is that she brings to the table for the program.
Well, you know, Amanda's probably one of our most consistent coaches that we have here at UCF. She's been here for a number of years, and I think this is the program's 13th year. They went into the NCAA's regional. They've been, I think, 2 times she's won, since I've been here, she's won the conference championship or conference tournament. And they consistently do the things that are right to win, and not only winning on the field of competition, but also in the classroom. Her student athletes do very well in the classroom too. So it's not surprising. In fact, it's expected for Amanda and her team to be amongst the top in women's soccer, and we have a very tough league. You know, we're probably one of the toughest in the conference, I mean in the country, in terms of women's soccer, and consistently, you know, we've been at the top. I know she's looking forward, and the team's looking forward to that day when they can crack that first regional game and go on and advance. And I think that day is coming pretty soon. So I look for continued success with our soccer program under Amanda's leadership.
Men's soccer, too. Second season under Brian Cunningham. They made a lot of strides this year, didn't they?
They did. And, you know, fortunately or unfortunately, which way you want to look at it, you know, Coach Cunningham played with a lot of freshmen. Yeah. I think it's 13, 14, maybe 15 freshmen that were part of his team. And, you know, anytime you have that many young people, you're going to experience some ups and downs in terms of your season. But I think they made great progress in terms of really building a nucleus of a strong team for here to come. They finished I think they tied for third in the conference, which is an accomplishment for them over the past 2 or 3 years. So I think they know what they need to do. I think Coach Cunningham has really instilled in the young men that sense of urgency in terms of being able to win on the field, but more importantly, he's also put that sense of urgency to be competitive in the classroom.
What are you looking forward to the most as we wrap up the fall, looking forward to the spring semester at UCF?
Well, you know, I feel very good about our spring sports. You know, we have some great coaches and great student athletes that participate in all our sports. And, you know, if you take baseball, for instance, Coach Rooney, Terry Rooney, who is in his first year, will be doing his first year this year, he has ignited this community and excited the fan base in terms of baseball. So I look forward to seeing his team and seeing how they respond. He has got his kids, their sights set on going to Omaha. And you look at track, you know, Coach Carol Smith, she has her second season, and she's looking forward to competing again. Last year in the outdoor season, they finished third outdoor, which is a good accomplishment for our track program. And she's looking forward to competing for that championship and taking her athletes on to a regional and national level. When you look at softball, you know, the champions had a chance to taste the NCAA last year, and I think they'll be hungry again to do that again, to go back and compete on a for conference championship, but also on a national level. Our men's and women's golf have played spectacular throughout the fall season and also in their spring season last year. And you know, their sights are set on the conference championship. I think that both coaches would tell you that they probably geared too much on the national scene last year, but their sights are set on winning the conference and then positioning themselves to be on a national scene as they go forward. So as you look at, you know, all of our spring sports, you know, I think at this point I'm excited. I'm enthusiastic about what I believe is going to happen, not only, as I said earlier, not only on the field of competition, but also in the classroom. You know, I'm so proud of our student athletes in terms of what they're doing in the classroom. You know, over a close to a 3.0 average on all of our student athletes. Many All-Americans, many conference All-Americans in terms of academics. And I think when you strive on the academic field, then the success on the athletic field, they go hand in hand.
All right, and we're looking forward to it as well, because there's going to be a lot for us to cover here on UCF Sports Night. Keith Tribble, the athletic director here at UCF, thank you so much for joining us, and have a wonderful and safe holiday.
Thank you very much. You too.
All right, stick around here. Coming up next on UCF Sports Night, we'll have our Sports Night highlight. Look back at the great plays from the fall. Stick around. We're back after this. Fans join the men's basketball team Saturday, January 10th for their Conference USA opener against last year's NCAA runners-up, the Memphis Tigers. Tip-off is at 5 p.m. at UCF Arena, and tickets are still available by calling 407-UCF-1000 or by logging on to UCFathletics.com. Welcome back to UCF Sports Night. This is the final show of the calendar year of 2008, and what better way to look back at the great moments of the fall semester than to the music of a local band. Special thanks to our friends from WJRR 1011 and Access Magazine. Let's take a look back at the great moments of the fall semester in our Sports Night highlight.
Let's go, man. Off to the races, coast to coast, left-hand side, finish it up.
I should start thinking about the times I used to dribble.
Playing with some swagger out there.
For numbers, Zondervan for the dunk from A.J. Wamsa. 25-30, 35, breaks the tackle 40, 45-50, looking for a block at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, Burnett is gone, touchdown, Joe Burnett, 91 yards. Got him, Pointer, Drew's there for three, got it, Spearon knocks a three down. Intercepted, he's at the 50, he's at the 40, he to the 10, to the 5, touchdown, Johnny O'Neal.
UCF sports crank back up again after the holiday this week. Let's take a look at the week ahead, and we start with the women's basketball team on the road in Tallahassee on Wednesday. They take on Florida State at 2 p.m. on New Year's Eve. You can listen to the game live at UCFathletics.com. Saturday is a doubleheader of hoops at UCF Arena. It all starts with the women's basketball team starting conference play. They take on Southern Miss at 2 p.m. at the arena. You can catch the game live on UCFathletics.com. Then stick around as the men's team continues its non-conference slate against Sam Houston State. Tip-off for that game is at 7 p.m., and you can also watch that on UCFathletics.com or listen on the night's flagship station, AM 740 WQTM. Then on Tuesday, the men's team wraps up the out-of-conference slate by taking on the College of the Holy Cross. Tip-off at the arena is also set for 7 p.m., and if you can't make it to the arena, you can watch live at UCFathletics.com. Starting Tuesday, January 6th, UCF Sports Night is moving to a new time on Sun Sports. You can catch our show Tuesdays at 3:30 p.m., in addition to our regular airings on Bright House Sports Network and UCFTV. Check your local listings. And immediately following UCF Sports Night on Sun Sports, check out UCF Sports Today with head basketball coach Kirk Spira, debuting at 4 p.m. on Sun Sports and also throughout the week on Bright House Sports Network and UCFTV, again starting Tuesday, January 6th. Check your local listings. And for all the latest on all UCF sports, visit UCFathletics.com, your home for UCF sports 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And as always, if you want to catch this episode of UCF Sports Night or all of our other archived episodes, you can anytime you want. All you have to do is log on to www.ucf.tv and click on UCF Sports Night. That is all for us here on UCF Sports Night. For all of us here at UCF TV and UCF Athletics, I'm Jeff Sharon saying thank you so much for watching. Have a happy new year and go Knights!
Hey, this is LT from 101.1 WJRR. You're listening to the best sounds of area music. UCF Athletics, Access Magazine, and WJRR are proud to support local artists. You can find more great artists by going online at www.wjrr.com and also accessmag.com. And by listening to Native Noise each and every Sunday at 11 o'clock.
UCF Sports Night has been brought to you by UCFTV. Today's show is also presented in part by Bright House Networks. See how bright life can be. By Holler Classic, the official automotive group of the UCF Knights. And by Coca-Cola. Welcome to the Coke side of life.